Those other podcasts ain't saying nothing. Phatso and Eddie Ward got you covered. Turn it up. Welcome to the Odd Couple Podcast, powered by Trakteam Media.
What's happening with y'all? It's E-Double.
It's Phatso, a.k.a. Go My Eyes Dubai.
Tuning into the Odd Couple Podcast. You heard me?
Powered by Trakteam. What they talking about?
I'm saying today is May 10th and it's Mother's Day.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful queens across the motherfucking country, the whole world. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but these holidays can be a very controversial thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
Why is that, Eddie?
Huh?
Why is that? You said something. I'm calling you out on it. Can't be. Let me know why. Tell me.
I mean, because it's different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? People have different views, and you know they all valid. But sometimes when you just looking at the holiday itself, you can miss the forest for the trees. You know
No doubt. I mean, everybody. Some people today probably bring back bad memories for them. I can feel you there.
Exactly.
I can understand that.
Right. So you have to be considerate of all. You know what I'm saying?
But it's a time of healing. So, you feel what I'm
Truly
saying?
is,
It's
right,
time
right.
for us to embrace that feminine
Gotta
energy.
get it out.
anyway.
Yeah, no doubt about
So
it.
I'm about to bring back that balance because it's too much masculinity going on. It's too much testosterone in there. Everybody want to blow shit up and, you know,
I wouldn't
love
necessarily say it's too much testosterone. I think the testosterone levels are down pretty much right now.
No, you right. I feel you. All these tight,
You know
all
what I'm
these
saying?
tight
I
clothes.
mean-
Yeah, you right.
I mean, we could go into Marvel and you look at homegirl. I can't remember her name, but like she just came and got the kicking Thanos' ass like it wasn't nothing. I mean, and I'm going down to like little minute things, like the small things where you see
Thanks,
how
Lavo. Good looking,
it's
Lavo.
flipping around and it's changing up. You know what I mean? Because even gender at this point is optional.
But listen, I see this. The odd couple. We gonna go over your head sometimes, but here we go. Pluto, represents, Scorpio, right?
Yeah.
Scorpio is the genitals, the sexual, the reproductive organs. Pluto's in Capricorn. When Pluto,
Dropping the
Capricorn,
jewel.
it's the planet of transformation. I would go in with the new, and there's a lot to do with a lot of sexuality. So that's why you see a lot of these transgender, because as above, so shall it be what, Eddie?
Below.
What they talking about? Hit that joint
You
again. I like the way
already
that shit sound. Drop the jewel. Drop the fucking jewel on them just there.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just too much. One, and it's not enough balance right now, man. So it's like everybody's not playing a role. Like you can say you want to be a fucking giraffe,
Right. But that's coming from the people that's dying off that just want to see this shit destroyed anyway. They're allowing everything to go down. You know what I'm talking about?
no doubt. Yeah, just chaos and confusion. Nothing can come out of it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing positive anyway. But
So, Eddie, how was your weekend though, man?
it was smooth, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and the Brady bunch, we was in there kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Just got another Xbox. You know what I mean? Got that nice little stimulus.
You still playing games?
Yeah, I said I got the Xbox. You got
still play- I was just
Netflix.
saying, man.
You know what I'm saying? You got Prime. You got Hulu.
Hulu, I watch Hulu sometimes.
Trying to pick up sponsors. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was pretty decent, man. It's always popping in that joint, bro. It's always popping in my.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? But how was yours, man?
Shout out to my man Ricky Scarfo. He called me in the studio last night and we got busy, full-time sick.
Solid. That's love.
Yeah, and I had a pretty good weekend, man. I've been just doing a lot of soul searching lately, spending a lot of time alone. And just,
Yeah, soul searching is very important in these times. You know what I'm saying? We were saying on the last joint how while everybody's on this quarantine, it's good to get into who you are. You know what I'm saying? On all levels.
All levels, no doubt, absolutely, because it's the time to get to know who you are. Because once again, how you gonna know God is you don't know who the fuck you are. Like
Got
you
to
talk about
know thyself.
know thyself.
Doubt about it.
They say one when the Bible says know thyself, know God, know God, know thyself. As above, so shall be below. Ultimately, the manifestation of the Most High, just down here on the earthly plane.
So we gotta go back and jump in the Bible and then give them the exact verses so they know exactly what you know what I'm saying?
I'll do a little later before the show. I'll go pull it up, man.
Okay.
Maybe Rod pull that joint
Okay,
up.
we can do that. Right. Yeah, that's dope too.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Doubt, though. But yeah, absolutely, man. I had a beautiful weekend though, and I'm looking forward to the night. Like I said too, man. The night I'm probably surprised my mom with something. I don't know because we really ain't into that. My mom never got me nothing for my birthday.
Yeah.
We don't times were so hard that we needed every dollar for shit. All that stuff, bringing extra shit.
Yeah, no, I
You know what
feel
I'm saying?
you.
We ain't
I
never
feel
was
you.
used to
Listen,
that.
bro, I don't know how my mom and my pop did it, but they somehow or another, they always did it. And if it wasn't exactly what I wanted, you know what I'm saying, it still was good enough regardless. I had appreciation.
Yeah. Okay, he get used to the jaw now, right?
Pop, though, you know what I mean? Not too sure what these other ones do, but we gonna figure it out.
That's when somebody says some nut shit like they call it.
Yeah, you just said some dumb shit,
some
dog.
dumbass shit. Wah, wah, wah.
Don't
Yeah,
get
like
that.
That's your hot.
What's up with these hornets? Like these damn killer hornets, man.
I don't know. Yo, I looked at a motherfucking clip on YouTube and motherfucking killed the mouse, dog. That jumped on the mouse and like put the mouse down, God. I said, damn, that's real.
Yeah, I told you, man, it's getting dark. That's what's going on in these days and ages.
Oh, they tuned into the ICO podcast, so it's getting light. What they talk about? Hit the joint, Eddie. Hit the joint.
Solid. Dropping jewels on them all day long, you dig? I hope you appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy though because they saying that these hornets they come from Japan. Right?
Go against some more Asian shit. It's like
see what I'm saying? What's going on?
Like that.
Corona supposed to came from China. Then you have these goddamn hornets coming from Japan. What's next?
This is all coming from the great liar. He telling all this shit, man. He manipulating.
Oh, you talking about main man selling wolf tickets?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who his names are, but niggas, the ones who doing, we don't know them. But I guess the front, the faces, we can say their names and shit like that. But
on a more serious note, a brother, I believe he was jogging. He was shot. He got attacked by two white men.
It's crazy. I seen that video too. At first, like the way it looked weird because it was like, why would he run that way? Like when he was saying, like I couldn't really take his side at first because it was like, but then it looked like he was trying to run around it. But then they come and just find out it was no burglary and then reported in the neighborhood. It's like, are you serious? I thought maybe if it was a burglary report and you see a motherfucker running,
Trayvon Martin all over.
Cause I try not to play the race card on everything. You feel me? Like it's like every time they be like, yo, everything ain't conspiracy. Everything ain't a racial thing. Sometimes a black man just kill a white man, or a white man just kill a black man because circumstances. Like motherfucker was trying something. Like, but in this instances, I hate to say it was another one of them nut-ass situations where we should be going down there and making something happen.
Making something happen for a right.
For a rat. Like, come on, cuz enough is enough. Like, I looked at all them people that died like from like the last 10, 15 years from this injustice, like this white
gun violence.
And listen, bro, it's ridiculous how many white motherfuckers kill black people.
Yeah, but it's even more ridiculous how much we kill each other. You know what I'm saying?
Like we've been programmed. We already know that they rhinos are chemicals.
Yeah, no doubt.
We know they put shit in our food. So that make me. That's how I got unconditional love for my brother because I know the enemy, the strength to where he went to make us. To get us in this condition that we in now. So I understand that. I understand that we fight the enemy from all angles, from the TV. He programming niggas subconsciously, bro. We know these things. So when my brother out here killing his other brother, I don't look at him like he's not even in his right mind. He don't know who he is.
Yeah, some things are programmed, bro, and then it's just some things it's just genocide, like, and you consciously doing it. Some things you still aware of. You know what I mean? Not all of it. We do know that the program was put down, but everything ain't, some things you can't chalk up to the program.
Some things you gotta be accountable for. Like we definitely gotta be accountable, but at the same time, I think back when I was in a lower vibrational frequency, when I thought certain things was cool until I grew up to see it like, oh, that's some nut ass shit. Like these are things I would do every day. Like growing up in the circumstances in our environment, the Point Breeze section in South Philly. You subject to do some wild shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean,
I was right there too, man. I feel you.
But that goes to say, but you always, like, we're right. Eddie was like inspiration to me at a young age. So you're right. We always have to be accountable because we be knowing what we doing to a certain degree. Or we be having people in our ear like, yo, chill. So you're right. I agree with you there. I definitely agree.
You got to dig, like, it's like a silent machine, right? And the machine is constantly running 24 hours a day. And this machine is moving through every facet of your life. Right. Law, labor, economics, entertainment, you know what I mean? Your family structure. And it's like really a blueprint on how to like destroy your family or how to break down a nation or how to break down a community. And it's really a blueprint to it. Like you start off with the two parents because it took two people to create life. You know what I'm saying? So they like the heads. You put them against each other or you pull them apart. Then you had a child. The child is in the system going to whatever school. You know what I'm saying? Or if he's too unfortunate, he might end up in an orphanage somewhere. And it's just a program. You know what I'm saying? And they hitting them physically, spiritually, mentally. And then they bring the kid out into the world, and you got all this mental poison and ear poison and eye poison, music, entertainment.
That's why you got to touch that heart shock where these black women, they've been programmed. You saying it yourself. Look what they got to fight against.
Yeah. No doubt about what I'm saying. But if you want to get heavy, like we can get heavy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, you got to dig that's number one. When you wake up in the morning, before your feet touch the floor, know that it's war. Like, every day it's war.
Child nephew is a never fight everlasting war. You little motherfucker, you. Right. He bought that. I never looked at it like
it's a mental, spiritual, physical war. You know what I'm saying? And they attacking us on all levels. So the real thing is that it's really about family. And I wasn't really sure about, you know what I'm saying, what this episode should be about, but I say go with family structure. You know what I mean?
Family structure? Why? Because it's Mother's Day, or just make sense?
I mean, because it was Mother's Day, but it was like the angle I was coming on was kind of shallow until, you know what I'm saying, the sister, she spoke her mind.
It's supposed to go, but that isn't the
Yeah,
way that
but
it's
that's
supposed
not.
to go.
You still
And we
don't
know,
harp
but we
on it.
can't
I mean,
know
you still
because
speak on it.
we can't ignore reality. We just can't. The reality is a lot of these females do not teach their children anything. They don't teach their sons nothing. They don't teach their daughters nothing. I had to. I ain't into Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? My mother been dead for 7 years, and I got a lot of issues with that lady. So I don't even celebrate Mother's Day. When I think about her, I have thoughts of, bitch, you dropped the ball. Like the reason why I am the way I am is because I see you be a certain way. My sisters are delusional. I had to tell one of my sisters yesterday, your mother got high with you. You are the reason why you became addicted to heroin, because your mother wanted somebody to get high with, and she chose her 16-year-old daughter. Right. I had to tell her, I watched your mother. I said, the first time I seen somebody overdose, I was 6, and it was your father. I don't have any good memory. That lady never instilled self-respect in me. She never instilled self-worth, self-love, none of that. My mother taught me that if I wanted something from a nigga, closed mouths don't get fed. Don't spend the night out, bitch, and don't come back home with no motherfucking money. If you fucking a nigga, you better get some motherfucking money from him. That's what my mother taught me. Those were the lessons that she instilled in me. Okay.
But listen, all right, now look, because
I
let you listen. I let you rip.
That's what this is about.
Now look, this is what I'm saying, right? So it had to have been some female or some female in your life that installed. No positivity? All men?
Some things we learn on our own, right? Some things we got to go on our own.
I'm about to tell you.
Okay, then experiences teach you.
So I'm about to tell you, I still don't have those things in me.
Okay.
But I got an 18-year-old daughter. Okay. From the day I knew when I had my first child.
So you're following them music.
No.
You doing what you're supposed to be doing, though, right?
I'm trying to, but I fall short. I fall short a lot of times.
Nobody's
right, but I'm trying to. But I knew at a young age that the shit she was doing was wrong. I used to look at her like she was crazy, you know. And I was, and you being a child, because back then you were taught mind your business. You didn't ask no questions. But me being a child, I wasn't able to express to my mother these fucked up things she was doing. Like, bitch, like how you fucking like I told my sister, I said, you know your mother slept with your father's best friend in my bed, and I saw that shit. She said to me, but I'm 6 years older than my sister. You know, we're each 3 years apart. We each got different fathers. You know, and nobody was in the picture. This bitch just did shit over and over again. Now, how my sister see my mother is something totally different. Because when she decided to get her life together, they were still young. But the damage was already done for me.
And you know what I mean?
No doubt.
It's better
Absolutely.
to go. Yeah, it's better to go.
Basically corrected you from your whole, because you was on some bullshit.
I don't believe I was wrong.
I
don't think I was wrong. I still don't feel like I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's all about perspective. You know
Everything is perspective.
Yeah.
Everything in life is perspective. Because it could be like the day can be the worst day of life. Then it can be your best day if you look at it from a different perspective.
There you go. Let's take like a couple blind men and you send them around an elephant, right? And none of them can see. And somebody walk up and say, what does that elephant feel like? One gonna say a trunk, another one he gonna touch the trunk, he gonna say it feels like a snake. Another one gonna touch the tail, feel the hell part of the hair, he gonna say it feel like a horse. Somebody else gonna touch it and say they gonna touch the foot. They gonna say it feel like a tree stump. No, real shit. Everybody got a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's all about angles and perspective.
No, absolutely though. Back to that, absolutely.
Yeah, but when you put all these different perspectives together, you get the elephant. You know what I mean? I know it sound like you ain't know where I was going, but I was driving. Yeah.
I just know motherfuckers was blind touching all over an elephant. I ain't know what part they was start touching all this shit.
Now see, this is perspective. Because to you,
I'm just saying, like,
you know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about?
You was thinking pornographically.
Nah, I don't mean that. Whoa. Now, playing in sports, that's how you gotta jump off that jump. My nigga.
No, but
yo, shout out though, man.
No, real rap though, but yeah, man, like lighter note, heavier note, whichever way.
Yeah, no, I was basically gonna say I miss sports, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. At first, I was acting like this whole pandemic.
Bananas.
This pandemic definitely wasn't affecting me, but then I realized, like, damn, like playoffs would be like popping right now. Playoffs would have been April, like something. It would been like really like on and popping right now. So I'm like, damn, I'm kind of missing that. So he hit me where it hurts with the basketball.
But wait though. Didn't they start doing a whole bunch of gimmicky stuff, like doing All-Stars?
Yeah, they switching it up. Right, man. They get the pick. They got two captains and all that.
But you know why they doing all this? Because the ratings are down.
True.
But guess what happens when you deprive people of something? They want it more. So really, COVID is like, it's like kind of putting a shock into the economy because people have some money right now, even the people that don't have money. Like, and I'm seeing it in the markets. They going in and they spending money. They shouldn't have no bread.
12 beans. 12 beans.
Right?
12 beans. Everybody got the 12 beans.
They spending that money, but they don't. They had that money, but they don't have any way to spend it. So you know what's going to happen when everything opens back up? It's going to be a spike. All types of millionaires are coming out of this. People selling masks, all different edibles. Like real rap, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of everything for you.
Yeah, but I definitely miss sports. I think when I don't know, I don't really know what's with the sports and all that got to do with this global elite shit. But
okay, yeah, we can get into that.
I mean, because they human beings like us, with checks.
I got you. A sister by the name of Frances Cress Welsing wrote a book called The ISIS Papers. And it was about
shout out to Frances Cress Welsing.
It was about ball games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the fact that the testicles carry the genetic makeup to procreate a black human being. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when they figured that out all those years ago, all those centuries ago, and they figured out that our genetics was stronger than theirs, and we had the ability to genetically annihilate them.
Games began.
Yeah, that's when the ball games began. Because now it's like, damn, we got to control the balls.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So within their psyche, everything is surrounded in his mind around balls. So you got basketball, football, baseball. You got soccer. You got golf. Right.
Some shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's ball games. Like real rap. In the movie, listen. In the movie Boomerang.
Basketball too, shit, man. They the two sports that we
dominate.
We run them Jones.
You know why? You know why? Because they big balls.
Pause.
Listen. No, it's not that. No, you gotta go over that. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. No doubt.
Whole, like Diggy. They call golf the Masters because that's the one ball game that they mastered. But when you look at the size of the ball, It's very small. This isn't racism. This is
But that's
prejudice.
deep though. Like when you break it down, that's a hell of a way, a perspective on it.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, basketball, you got to shoot a brown ball through a white net. You know what I'm saying? Through a white hole, a white hole. You know what I'm saying? To stay in control, you got to kick the football between the goalposts, and they look like two legs sitting up. You know what I mean? But then like it's all focused on the lower self though. You see what I'm saying? It keeps you thinking on your lower vibration. So these people, they're preoccupied with, you know what I'm saying, working on the lower self, but still trying to stay in control at the same time.
That's deep. That's deep, man. That's a hell of a that theory. And that's a conspiracy theory. Frances Cress Welsing, she broke it down though. That's deep, man.
That's a hell of
Because it's like I can't fully I'm not fully invested into it like how you see it, but it makes perfect sense when you look at it. It's like wow, like,
yeah, because it's dealing with the mind though. You see what I'm saying? And if you don't really have like a lot of understanding on how the two work, like the subconscious and the conscious mind work, it's like, but it's easy to understand it. I'm gonna stop smoking cigarettes, but I go right back outside and see somebody smoking a cigarette. Let me get a cigarette off of you, and I smoke. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Consciously, I know what I want to do. Consciously, I know I want to lose 40, 50 pounds. I know I want to get up every day and do push-ups and work out. You know what I'm saying? I know I want to go back to school, but my conscious is not your conscious mind isn't necessarily automatically as strong as your subconscious. You see what I'm saying?
But you got if you can keep it present, if you can stay present in that thought, because it's like you forget, you get lax, and then you drift into
because it's a muscle. You see what I'm saying? It's like if you don't do them push-ups, you're gonna get flabby. So your will to do what it is that you choose, that you want to do, was best. Your destiny to carry out your destiny, you can't do it because that muscle isn't strong enough yet. That subconscious, it's like an iceberg. Like the boy Ra Anafa Ahmed said, he said, look at the subconscious and the conscious mind like an iceberg. And at the top, you see this real small part, right? Because that's how iceberg is. But at the bottom, it's huge. So the subconscious mind is really controlling the direction that you're going to go in with things until you're able to tap into your subconscious. Now, imagine if someone who doesn't care for you knows that your subconscious works like that. What you think he gonna do with you? He don't really care too much for you.
He gonna fuck you over. He gonna have you, was it the carrot in front of the rabbit?
Walk and try and catch that joint.
Yeah, walk and try and catch the motherfucking joint. Like, yeah, that's deep. That's deep, man. That's a hell of a way to look at that too, because it's like, shit, the mind, everything, man. Dr. Sebi, when I seen Dr. Sebi said everything, the conditions of the body, it be all the mind. 80% is mental. Like, with sickness is disease, 80% mental. So it's all about, as one thinketh, so shall it be. So, like, that's real shit.
You got like billions of cells in your body, and you go somewhere and somebody tell you have cancer. That means that doctor just told every cell inside of your body that you're sick.
You sick. That's why, motherfucker, you wonder why a nigga be running around for years, healthy as an ox. You go to the doctor, he be gone in 2 weeks. You're like, yo, what the fuck happened to Kai?
It happened with my grandmother. She fell, she hit her lip, she hit her hip, broke her hip, I think. And next, they diagnosed her with cancer. She came, stayed with my mom, man. She just deteriorated. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of things are mind over matter, you know. But if you don't understand that, you're going to keep on trying to do the same thing, but you're going to keep getting the same results. It's not, you know what I mean? And that goes for everything. That's work, relationships.
It's about breaking a cycle, baby. Yeah. That's what it's about. Like, I feel like I'm a cycle breaker, like a generational curse. You know, my family was all addicts, you know what I'm saying, addicted to crazy drugs. I used to do crazy drugs, you know. I used to, like, want to experiment. I wanted to get super duper high. I love to be fried and out my mind, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not that way anymore. And I'm still, every day I'm fighting with marijuana. I'm trying to permanently put that down because, like, it helped me sleep. But I'm trying to find a way to, like, you know, shake off that demon because I shouldn't have to need no weed to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going through that process right now. But
marijuana is a demon
to me because I you know, anything that you do, anything that you do, like, I don't care what if you do crack and you take care of your family and you're a functioning addict, I don't have a problem with you.
Right.
But anything that you do and it start to consume you, or you being productive, then it's a problem. I know me personally, like when I write, I go to studios, I start smoking. I don't want to record no more. I want to eat something and chill. I want to listen to the music now. I don't really want to lay it no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's really not really good for me.
Right. Yeah, because I was about to say I smoke a L. I hear melody.
I know motherfuckers who smoke L clean the whole house.
Yeah.
I smoke house before for a week.
Different stroke. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What is it? You got sativas, and then what's the other one?
Indica.
Yeah.
Shout out Sleazeball. Taught me a lot.
Shout out to Sleazy.
Hello,
what's going on, Wallow? 267 Wallow on the phone. So you already know this is a beautiful day, man.
First of all, how y'all brothers doing, man?
We
awesome.
blessed.
How about yourself?
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Wish y'all mothers and mothers of y'all children happy Mother's Day. You know what I mean?
Ditto, bro. Hey, yo, Wallow, man, thanks for the inspiration, bro. I watch you every day, man. You get me up. Some days I don't want to get up and do my little workout. I get on the Instagram, you be right at it. I said, let me get the hell up, man.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate it. You know what? I had seen Rob send me a clip this morning, show me your podcast and everything. And, like I told him from the rip, I really enjoyed seeing it. You know what I mean? The whole visually was great. Only thing I told him is, only thing you can add that can add more value to is just having a backdrop.
Mm-hmm.
And when they looking behind you, they don't really have no.
Yeah, they can't grind you up. They don't want to grind you up. It's nothing they can talk about. Pick apart.
No, just to have that in the background, that representation.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like because only reason I'm saying I have the backdrop is y'all have y'all logo on it, and y'all have space on the backdrop, and now as you go further. There's the other space, the blank space could be for sponsorships.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So it could be for sponsors, whoever, because y'all might pick people up that want to be, and it's just a look. But I'm gonna tell you the best thing I can tell you. It ain't no wrong way and it ain't no right way. We didn't go into that situation, $1 million worth of game, being these experts at podcasts. I just read up on that shit for like a week or two and told Gil we're gonna go ahead and go at this shit, and we just connected the dots. It wasn't like it's just that we had an audience that was ready for it that ran the numbers the fuck up. So it was different, but it's like it ain't like podcasting is this. And if I could, because me and Maul from Joe Budden podcast, that's my man. Me and him was busting it up yesterday. We were just talking about it. It's like only thing a podcast is. And this will keep it simple for you so you won't overthink and overproduce. Podcast is just some niggas on the corner, on the steps, in the basement, or in the barbershop talking.
Right.
And different people had their opinion. Right. You know what I'm saying? And don't you know how when you was coming up, you go to the barbershop just to hear, it might be that one old head in the barbershop that you just love his opinion and you love how he breaks shit down. That's all this shit is about. You know what I mean? And it could be whether it's about sports. It's different podcasts out there. And like I try to tell people, you don't want to be everybody else and just be talking about the same shit. It don't have to be an hour. A podcast could be 5 minutes. It could be 10 minutes. It could be 20 minutes. It don't have to be. It don't have to be all that. And they got non-fictional fiction podcasts. Where people be telling stories, or like rather you reading the book, it's like somebody talking to you about it.
Right.
Like that's why you got to go on it. Yeah, like you got to go in there and look at the different categories.
What you think? Wallow, can I ask you this, man? What you think about we going through a spiritual awakening? We going to the age of Aquarius, the time of the knowing. There's a lot of people that ain't aware of that. What you think about us pushing that and letting people know about the frequencies that's going on the spiritual level? Like we want to bring that along with this music and a lot of the other stuff that we grew up talking about.
My whole thing is. I can't tell you about a field that I don't know nothing about.
Okay. Right.
But what I can tell you is you got to do what you feel. Right. If you feel it, live it. And I can also tell you this, like at the end of the day, you know what I mean? You got to know how deep your audience want to go or how deep the masses want to go.
Right. Yeah. No, that's real.
Because you might, like one of the best things about me is that Wallow 267 ain't tell you nothing that you ain't hear before. It's just that I'm able to tell it to you in a nanosecond and dress the words up so you can understand it more because I understand the audience and the people that I'm talking to. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So a lot of shit, it don't even be that deep. And I tell you, like we just go in there and sit down and go in. You know what I'm saying? We go in, and it's like
that's the format.
It ain't about. See, I don't want y'all, because what I don't want y'all to do is be stressing and think, and then you got to look at the game like ain't nobody your competition because you ain't in competition with nobody. Right. Y'all just trying to create a good product and put it out there and let the people decide what they want.
Yeah, right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, see, what we understood that we brought, because we didn't have the talks with the head of Spotify and the head of these different, for podcasts. What we brung and they love is that we brung shit that none of them other dudes brung. What Drink Champs do, they do. What Joe Buttons do, they do. But we do, our shit is bigger than the podcast. And what drive traction to our podcast is our Instagram and our everyday life.
Can I ask you a question though?
Go ahead.
Like, what was it that you came home with that put you on it like that? Because like from the time as soon as I seen you was like rolling.
This what happened though, bro. I first, and I can send an article to Robbie, I got caught with cell phones when I was in jail. I started Wallow 267 page in jail. Right? And the 267 come from my prison number, my prison. Yeah, with a cell phone in jail. My prison number.
I respect you.
My prison number was DG267. That's where the 267 comes. Okay. So I just started paying because I went to go when I was in jail. I went to go set up my Instagram, and my brother was putting me through it. Somebody had my name, Wallow. So I just added the 267 on there, and that was my prison number. So and then just so happened it's a Philly too. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But when I went to jail, it was 215. But so now I peeped. There's no bullshit. I sat in the cell, bro, and I peeped. I'm like, yo, on Instagram, I'm like, yo, everybody out here bullshitting, right? Like, I was just looking like, did these motherfuckers understand what they could do with this technology shit?
So you already saw it.
I said, hold up. I said, it seemed like to me, everybody out here bullshitting. So I peeped game. Once I peeped Blitz, I said, oh man, it's sweet out here, right? I said, man, this shit's sweet. Anything is possible. You get your shit off, right? So now it was like, all right, bet. This is how we're gonna do this. I said, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go home and I'm gonna light their ass up, because what I seen on social media was that you had the chicks that was butt naked, you had the niggas that was getting money, you had the rappers, you had the athletes, you had all of them, but you didn't have nobody really making a everyday human connection with regular humans. And I said, I'm gonna make the human connection. And I said, what's gonna happen is people not gonna understand how I'm coming, but it ain't about them understand. They understand letters. I said, I'm gonna give these people a message, because when you going down that timeline, I had to compete with the nigga that had a bunch of jewelry and money on his page. I had to compete, and not saying I was, but for the attention, I had to compete with attention from the girl that had an ass out, or from the rapper, or from the athlete. So when you came down the timeline and you seen me, I said, I'm gonna make sure you fucking stop. And rather, if I was running across the highway, I was laying on the ground with ketchup on my head, I was jumping off the roof. So I said, once I make you stop, I got a minute to give you that information. So I said, I'm gonna get it out quick. I'm gonna give you the information quick, and you're gonna be like, damn, dude, drop some shit. It might, but the only way I'd have been able to drop that is if you see me running. If you ain't see me running, if you ain't see me doing all this shit, you wouldn't have stopped. Right. If I was sitting in the car talking, you wouldn't have been able to grab you. My energy, and I always been a hyperactive person, so it was normal to me. So you had that part right there, right? And then my whole thing was like, I understand symbolism, and I understood like my whole thing is I made a living off of my merchandise coming home, selling merch, hoodies, t-shirts, hats. That's how I was able to get my first crib, my 2 cars, all off of really selling merch. I was getting, because when I was doing everything for free when I first came home, doing advertisements for people, building my brand up, I was making my money off of merch. I was selling $20 t-shirts that I was manufacturing for like $6 at the most. And I would sell so many of them, it was crazy. There's always money in Philadelphia versus the world, Street Shark, whatever, my W. And then, but what I said was, no matter what, I was always going to put my W logo in people's minds. No matter what I was doing, you're going to see my logo, and you're going to remember it's going to be connected to some good shit. And I always understood the semblance of my merch. You got people that they name Steve, but they want a W hat, a Wallow hat. You know what I'm saying? So it was about understanding that and understand, okay, we shooting podcasts. How can we make money? How long do we want to take this route? And understanding, looking up sponsorship decks. How can we get sponsors? You know what I mean? Even if a motherfucker might just be like, we love y'all podcast, because the look of y'all podcast, the presentation, that's what I'm saying, having the presentation. It might be just a motherfucker that say, listen, bro, we want to sponsor you, but we ain't got no money to give you. They might want to sponsor you, but you might lock them in and say, all right, just sponsor us. We're going to do our thing. And you might be a wing spot. And they might be like, all right, this is what we're going to do. Y'all can always come here and get wings. Y'all can shoot a podcast in here. Whenever y'all doing an event, regarding the podcast, like for instance, I know both of y'all together, y'all two plus Robbie, I know y'all know about 50 to 100 people together collectively. Am I right?
Absolutely.
I know y'all could get 50 to 100 people in a room somewhere.
Absolutely.
The back y'all join. I know y'all get 50 to 100 people in a room, and 50 to 100 people in a room, you get them to pay $10, $15, maybe $20 to come and watch y'all podcast live. So now once you get that live, you get the audience reaction, you get all that shit visually, and you package that up, you will have more people want to be sponsors. The game is just like, it's so crazy where it's just, anything can happen because I done done it
the way you want to.
It's like, bro, it ain't, listen, you got to look at yourself and think about it. Like, where can we be a year from here? And you got to understand, you got to just get that movement, the people that fuck with it and had issues and topics that people going to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And realize it ain't no rules and realize you're going to be figuring it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about it. We started that shit in April. By November, we had a deal.
Right, though.
We had a bid war between Spotify and Barstool. I ain't even heard. Like I told the president, the owner of Barstool, I said, yo, man, I didn't even know what the fuck y'all was. Y'all exist, man.
Real right, though. I ain't know till y'all start fucking with them. When I looked at your podcast, like, what the Barstool?
This company worth $450 million now. Like, they got like this shit is next level. I'm talking about, they whole shit is about podcasts now, but we the only black niggas they ever had. Yeah. But they had to bring culture over.
Pioneers.
But
Beautiful.
We was so you know what I mean. It's a great thing that we was able to just basically inspire people to say, yo, here go another game. Like you gotta think about it, bro. Like me personally, it's like my joint is a little different than a lot of people because I understand the podcast game to the T now. Okay. On the aspect of understanding like the algorithm on Apple charts, all that. The podcast, I understand like the setup, like with y'all two niggas, y'all literally could, if y'all wanted to, that's if y'all wanted to. Like, but you know, you got the production and you always think about this.
Right.
I could have came over there with a motherfucking Zoom, 2 Shure mics, 2 cloud lifters for the mic so they'd be clear, and a Zoom recorder and my iPhone stand, and just shot y'all shit like that on the iPhone. Like that's how easy. People don't understand. You can shoot that shit on the iPhone, right? Mm-hmm. Say if I had 3 stands, I could shoot that shit on 3 iPhones. I got an angle on one of y'all, angle on another y'all, and a wide angle, right? Mm-hmm. And I can take that shit once I'm done, airdrop it to the computer and get an editor just to edit that shit, and take the recording from the motherfucking Zoom, and it's a wrap. Like it ain't like we be thinking it's like
overcomplicated.
That shit is simple, bro. Like all the like you don't want to overproduce. And listen, because say if I done it, I take it to Rob. They're like, yo, Rob, listen, here go my shit. Like, and every time I shoot them, I take it. But see, I'm the type of nigga. We the type of niggas that'll bang 4 podcasts out on one day. Mm-hmm. See, that's how we ride. We stack the deck. You know what I mean? So, but my whole thing is like, we didn't do it like that because we had a nigga. But me and Gil was going back and forth. I'm like, nigga, fuck that. We just gonna shoot it with the phone. No, we ain't doing it like. I'm like, we're gonna shoot the shit with the phone because I'm phone bull. I'm pro phone.
I could.
Like, I'm all phone. I'm telling motherfucker in a minute, no, grab the phone, man. Go over the phone. Like
Robbie, I did my video back in 2010 live. We did Living Hell. My first video I ever did. Robbie did it with the iPhone. You wouldn't be able to tell.
Why?
Yeah, like
bro, listen. You could listen. These niggas is tripping out here. Listen, bro. You could shoot. You could get a stand. I mean, what's name? Like these niggas out here could be shooting music videos with their phone and they don't even dig it. My whole thing is. The most important thing to me, if you ask me, is to edit, bro. All you need is a good editor, bro. You listen, man. I shoot something. I done shot shit, man. Like all them Where's Wallows, I shot them. Listen, every single Where's Wallow you ever seen, I shot every one of them motherfuckers with an iPhone, from an iPhone 7 to 8 to the XR to 11. I'm talking about I shot Dame Dash, Deion Sanders, T.I., Meek Mills, Tierra Whack, Baby, OT Genesis, G Perico, Charlemagne, Westside Gun, Dirk, Herb. Every single episode of Where's Wallow was shot with a phone, and I was taking it to my man Nick Rich. I was taking it to Dev Camera. I take it to him and airdrop it to him. They chop it right up, put the intro on there, put the logo on there. That's all that shit is about, bro. Like niggas don't understand this iPhone shit is serious. The only thing, listen, I got a motherfucking Sony A6300. The only reason I might start fucking with that is for one reason. But and the only reason I might start fucking with that is because with that, I can just take the SD card out and plug it in. It's like the transfer is quicker. When you airdropping shit, sometimes you gotta airdrop that shit, especially if you shoot in the 4K. You gotta airdrop it, then you gotta drop it into the Dropbox. That shit takes forever. You know what I'm saying?
We appreciate the game, OG. I ain't gonna lie to you, Wallow. Like you.
Yo, bro, listen. Listen. My whole thing is I gives it out. I mean, I gives it out because I don't care, bro. Everybody can win. I ain't listen, bro. Because what I do, a lot of people ain't gonna do. You might do it a different way. You might bring something to the game a different way than what I do. You know what I'm saying? So every where the hell she at? Everybody got a different style and a different approach to this thing.
No doubt.
It's your motivation,
you know what I'm saying?
man. Motivation.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Like No. Everybody got a different approach to this thing. Like you ain't gotta and that's why I be trying to tell people like, yo, don't worry about in our town could be major, right? But what happened about our town is that everybody be so focused on what the next man is doing or what they ain't doing or what they like. It'd be like, yo, bro, don't even worry about that, bro. Like stop tapping into everybody else thing on the ass. Look at damn, they doing it. No, chill, bro. Chill and just tap into your world and figure it out over there, and then you'll be cool. But no, motherfuckers be watching you the whole time, and they can't even focus on what they need to be doing. And everybody see people as competition. I'm the hottest in the city. No, bro, it ain't. It's bigger than I'm playing for the world.
Yeah, and it's crazy because that's really the mentality here in Philly.
And it'd be like, rather like for me, rather you shot somebody out, yes, I'll be right back. I'm doing something. I'm talking to somebody. Rather you shot somebody out, or wherever you shot somebody out, or wherever you showing somebody love. You know what I'm saying? That I built my whole brand off of that.
Yo, Wallow, what you eating though, man? You fucking enjoying that? What you eating, man?
Oh no, I'm eating some these is big goldfish.
Big goldfish.
You know the Pepsi Farm.
Yeah, I already know.
The
classics. You can't lose with them.
The little kid joints, they legends, son. There's my girl joint. So what I'm saying is, we don't be understanding that. And then what we do in Philly is, we might don't even know nobody. Like me, one thing that make me strong that I understand, and I try to tell niggas this, but they don't listen. Whatever you do, if you try to do anything in this world, number one, content is king. It's content, then it's audio. It's look, then it's sound. Because first we look with we first listen with our eyes, then we listen with our ears. So I'll tell people from the rip, you better build you some relationships with these three important people. And sometimes you get it all in one Swiss Army knife. that nigga that can shoot video, shoot photography, and a nigga that can do graphics. Because with that nigga right there,
hey Robbie, Rob, we love you forever. Live over here.
No doubt about it. Shit, you just called it.
Yeah. Because listen, that nigga, then they call it a Swiss Army knife. Because that nigga right there, them niggas, I got about 5 niggas. I got a one graphic designer boy. I've been working with him for like a year or something. I never seen what he looked like until like 2 days ago. Somebody, a nigga from he from Ohio.
Dang.
His name Repstar. But I went out to Ohio to do a speaking engagement, and the flyer that I was on was so high. I'm like, When I got over, I'm like, yo, who's doing this flyer? They was like, boy, rep star. They gave me his IG. I checked his IG out. Then after that, I hit him up. He gave me his number, his IG. I was like, all right, bet. This what it is. All right. I'm like, this, all right, bet. This how we rock it. And we just start rocking after that.
We appreciate the Jews, though,
Yeah,
man.
we appreciate it. Wallow, man. I'm going to keep it real with you, man. You're a big reason why I'm doing this because I always wanted to communicate. We all, man, this is what we do all our life, man, Eddie. But at the same time, when we first started, I was thinking about you and getting, I'm sitting there and looking at what y'all doing. I'm just like, man, I hope Wallow don't think we on some. It's two, man. We got two people.
No. Let me explain something to you, bro.
Everybody eats, B. Everybody eats.
That's like telling niggas they can't rap or telling niggas they can't hustle. Like, when you was hustling if somebody was hustling on the street corner, these niggas hustling down the street, bro.
Yeah, it's a problem, right? Yeah.
But no, I was saying this to say this. When I was saying that the live, he showed me the Instagram of the pic he put up by us, and you was the first one on there, and you had like the arm up showing the muscle, and it was like a support. That meant a lot, bro.
Oh,
yeah.
You know why?
No doubt.
You know why? Because you gotta understand this. I'm a dude that when I was coming up, I wanted people to support me. So you got to support, and it'd be people. You want people because that little comic go a long way.
Yeah. And what goes around comes around. You share alike.
Mm-hmm. And it's like this game is so easy. Like me, I'm the same person. One of the things that I like doing more than anything, like I talk more with graphic designers, niggas like Dev Cameron, Nick Rich, Phil Myers, Danny the designer. I be talking on the phone with them niggas for hours about graphics and design and the Netflix movie. Because my whole thing is like, I'm fascinated with Netflix movie posters. And anything I'm doing, like a Where's Wallow, I want it to look like that.
Damn, okay.
What?
Everything,
yeah. That's cool. Hey, listen, let me deal with wifey. I'm gonna call y'all back.
All right, we appreciate you, Wallow. Right, thanks, bro.
Again,
all right, man. Love, we gonna reconnect. All right, man.
No doubt.
Yeah, but that was deep. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. That's one of my most inspiration.
Yeah, man,
my man, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't a starstruck ass nigga, but if it was anybody that I wouldn't mind being around, it's a Wallow.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I don't never get started. I wouldn't consider it as starstruck. You just see a person like doing it on that level, man, and you know what I mean? You gotta appreciate that. Like that's dope.
No, absolutely, it's dope, man. It's dope to hear them words
from him. That was about a half an hour worth of Jews. That was I don't
really listen to a lot of people without saying nothing. I was listening to Wallow for a minute, like, all right, I'm chiming in. I listen to Wallow, but no, that was dope, man. And I appreciate. Like I said, I told him I appreciate that, man, because that meant a lot to me. Because live, I was like, man, I think Gillian and Wallow, like, it's two of these two boys trying to do it. Oh, he's the first dude on the joint, like supporting that. Yeah. We need more of that.
And you know what though? That was dope because that was like the first little glimpse of it, of what we was about to do, or what was going on. And I mean, that's a perfect way to kick it off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the he's our first. Yeah, like we could be looking right. We could be looking back at this. You know what I'm saying? And it has so much more meaning to it. So. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him for that, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Shout out to everybody checking in. You know what part this is right here?
Show.
I'm gonna take it. Look, it's Mr. Point Shoot. I got everybody eyes lit. Rap Derrick Rose, except I ain't for that shy shit. Superhero driving this beat is just my sidekick. Pride thick, license only Ella ever ride with. The fake crews, I'm revered as a record slayer. I make moves on these squares like a checker player. I'm on a different level. I suggest you separate us. They on the same step, we treat them like they escalators. Kept it moving through the years. Jeffersons, that's why they hit us with the chairs like we wrestling. You see this $1 million dream, go and bring me cash. These bars coming off the top like this thing is splash. Peter Parker to the web, I'm the swinging bass. My boy, to make the news, I should bring a mask. I had to open up a own wound. Fresh out the cut, ain't I fly, Jeff Goldblum?
It's not how I intended it. Regrets, I gotta live with it. My deeds never mentioned it. Grew up without the censorship. Life the suspense of it. I see beyond the picket fence. Like the funds got me hit. You know the twist, I'm in the mix. World getting colder. Devils on my shoulder. There's angels all around, but till these devils taking over. Bridge to success, shit, I gotta make it over. My flow cooked, crack yours, a lot of baking soda. Hood fella, good fella, feeling like I'm Ray Liotta. Bunch of cowards in my circle, man, that only made me bolder. More stronger, determined, with more hunger. Superman, these boys wonder I stay poised with more thunder. The bars turn to lightning when I'm writing it. Phatso, asshole, don't forget the hyphen it. Who better while you piping it? These jokers riding wood, then they better get a license then.
Okay. Bar session.
Okay.
Check. I send my prayers to Rick Ross, and life we get ripped off. She for that Trump board, make it jump, don't get it crisscross. With such doses, I'm Thutmosis. My cup overflows, who you know cut closest. The pathway wasn't even halfway ferocious. Son of a panther like Pac, except I would kinda just stop. It took a while for me to line up my shots. Success was saying to me, Shank, is you gonna sign up or not? Word to life. I really bring these words to life, and you seeing me is like seeing the sun emerge at night. Duly noted, hope they recognize who truly wrote it. I got the features of a pharaoh. I promise to think pharaonic till I meet back up with Caro. It's where we separate the mice from the men. In other words, it's getting dark like there the lights when it's dim. It's sweet as icing again. I put the ice in my pen. The moment I step into the ring, I look like Tyson and them. My antiquity, full of ubiquity, meaning I'm everywhere. You should come and get with me. Big words, a bit nerd. You ain't got the nerve.
I'm just superb, blowing herb. I come up in the street while you stayed up on the curb. I seen from the game and you niggas just deserve. I really lived it. You talking shit, you like Dickie Simpkins. You know me, I keep that 40, that's why the nigga limping. I'm from the south side, catch me out southwest. What you about to do? I'm doing me, a slow process. Slow dough better than no dough. I keep the fofo if you don't know. You mean against you will be a no-show. He won't come. About to get this money, keep that thing on me. Where I'm from the gold money, guarantee you gon' swing on me. Nigga got that thing and let it ring on him. Bang on me, just like one of them killer hornets. I'm pulling stay on me. I put him down, got my hood around. Niggas know we black mask, then we hoodie down. They ain't ready for him. Phatso and Eddie Ward. They ain't trying knuckle, dog. This the odd couple. Off the teasy, I make this shit look easy.
Thank you for listening to the Odd Couple Podcast.
Better follow me.
Follow us on Instagram at the OC Podcast.